Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for tuning in and thank you all for supporting us. And we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they happen. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. My brothers and my sisters, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sometime last week, advised the soldiers and officers in the Nigerian military to go back home and form a version of Eastern Security Network to protect their ancestral homes before they are overrun by the marauding Janjaweeds from Futa Jallon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told the Benue soldiers, to go back home because their land is at the verge of being overrun by the marauding Janjaweeds from Futa Jallon. Today, the Janjaweed from Futa Jallon, armed with sophisticated weapons, have overrun 4 council wards in Kasinala, local government area of Benue State, all belonging to the thief people, and over 100 older people, women and children, and all the vulnerables have been massacred by this marauding Janjaweed from Futa Jallon. The Janjaweed Fulanis set the whole villages ablaze and displaced thousands of thieves from their ancestral homes. This attack on thieves by the Janjaweed Fulanis came less than 24 hours after another group of Janjaweed Fulanis invaded Agan community that is housing the Abagena refugee camp, which the compromised Nigerian news media call IDP camps. This is where other Benue thieves displaced by the Fulanis are camped by the Nigerian government. The marauding Fulanis have taken over the thief people's land right in front of the Nigerian security forces. The Nigerian security forces, that is the army and the police, are doing nothing to stop the attack on the poor thieves in their villages. And they have left the innocent thieves to be massacred at the hand of the marauding Janjaweed from Futa Jallon, who are foreigners in Nigeria. The Benue people are now crying out to Eastern Security Network for help because they said they have nowhere to run to. They have nowhere to run to before the Janjaweeds wipes them out of all their villages with the help of the Nigerian government that are supporting the Janjaweeds and their atrocities. Instead of the Nigerian government to come to their rescue to help them, the Nigerian presidency, through their spokesman, 噚ᐄnh, is busy condemning the southern governors for their resolution to ban open grazing. Open grazing has been the major source of this problem of insecurity in Nigeria. The southern governors are helping the Nigerian government, but the Nigerian government do not want help because they have an agenda. Because of the Fulanization, conquest. Because of the Fulanization agendas. That's why they don't want help. They don't want the banning of open grazing. Other developed countries or developing countries like Nigeria are not facing this kind of problems because they have all banned open grazing. There's no open grazing. There's no open grazing. According to ﷺ, he said that the southern governors attempt to place ban on open grazing is to demonstrate their powers. You know, after the Federal High Court yesterday said that the southern governors have the right to ban open grazing, now ﷺ is saying they don't have the right. So I don't know who Nigerians should follow, because the government and the court are saying two different things. And we know that the court is right. And we know that the Janjaweeds in Nigerian government are wrong because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. The Nigerian government is indirectly or directly supporting the atrocities of the Janjaweed Fulanis as they are fighting against open grazing ban in southern Nigeria. The Northern Governors Forum have been holding meetings for ages, and no one has ever challenged them in whatever decisions that they have made. But here we are, the Nigerian presidency that is supposed to be protecting all Nigerians are now being selective, supporting their own. Sometimes last month, the Middle Belt governors, especially in Benue State, they formed a vigilante group and they armed them. They armed all the groups. But the problem was that they were being criticized. They were being blackmailed. They were being, shouted at. And as a result, they allowed ಮೆಯೆತಿala to infiltrate them. They allowed it. And, as ಮೆಯೆತಿala infiltrated them, they now destroyed, the powers of the vigilante group. They rendered them useless. They rendered them useless, and now the marauding Janjaweeds from futa jallon are now having a field day overrunning their villages. And now they are suffering for it. They shouldn't have allowed that. And that was why our leader refused the request by the Biafran governors to allow them have a say in Eastern Security Network. Because the moment that happens, then ಮೆಯೆತಿala will infiltrate them, just as they did to Amotekun. And they will render them useless, impotent. The Benue people and the Middle Belt, they allow ಮೆಯೆtiala government to deceive them. And they use them to fight against Biafrans. And now they can see the consequence. Instead of them to go back home, like our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have asked them to do. If they have listened, their villages will be safe. No one will overrun their villages. They can see how Eastern Security Network is protecting Biafran villages, Biafran bushes and forests. And that is why the marauders are not in Biafran land. They are not in Biafran land, overrunning people's land. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Thank you for supporting this channel. Please watch out for the next, and bye-bye for now.